What's up, buds? Welcome to JCC Rhythm Vlogs, and today I'm making coconut lime chicken drumsticks with a side of coconut rice. This is gonna be so delicious. I've never made this. I've never tried coconut rice, so I'm delicious to taste that. I'm excited. I'm excited to taste it. I bet it's gonna be super delicious. Alright, let's get started with the chicken. Alright, get a mixing bowl, preferably a large one. And we need 2 cups of coconut milk. I'm just using the canned ones.
That's 1 cup.
Alright, I'm gonna have to open up the second can because I need 16 ounces in this, and it's 13.5 ounces per can. And we're gonna use some coconut milk for the rice too, so. Alright, now here's our second cup. Now we need 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So, a trick is, with your limes, to get the juice out easier, you could just roll them on the counter. There you go, I don't know if you could see it.
I could. And they could.
Yeah. But yeah, this just helps get the juice out. Alright, so let me pause it while I try to get the juice out. Alright, bud, so I've got a lime here, and I'm gonna cut it in half. And it's best to use a juicer for this. And we need 2 tablespoons of it.
Let me get the bowl. I forgot the bowl.
Alright, but I got 1 tablespoon. Now I'm gonna do the second one. There you go. Looks like I'm gonna need the other half.
Let me hold that for a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good.
Okay.
You need me to hold it?
I'm fine. Yeah, I got it.
Beautiful.
Alright, and there we go. Alright, oops. Next we need 2 tablespoons of lime zest.
Okay, so let's go and clean that little, what do you call it again? The measuring thing?
Tablespoon. Alright, bud, so now we're gonna zest 2 tablespoons of lime. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons of lime zest. There you go, it's kind of getting stuck here.
Was it wet? Because if it's wet, it might have gotten stuck. All right, let's dry it and see. Okay, buds, we're gonna have to dry this a little bit.
All right, bud. So now we're gonna zest it.
Is it better now? Oh, look, I see some on the spoon.
Oh, yeah, I see some too.
Push it in there. So,
Got it on the handle.
Before I think it was because we had it wet.
Yeah.
So I think it's working better now.
Yeah, I could see it working better.
Oh, good. Okay, so Buds, we're gonna come back to you when the whole thing is zested, because it looks like it might take a little while.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Buds, so I finally got the first one.
Nice.
No, it was wet, so it might stick to the spoon.
Yeah, it did stick a little bit. So, Buds, we're not gonna show you the second one because it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, I'm about to do the second one, so we'll pause it.
Okay, Buds, see you later.
I just finished putting the second teaspoon in, and now we need I just finished putting the second tablespoon in, so now I need 2 tablespoons of honey. Alright, Buds, now I'm gonna do the second tablespoon. Alright.
You want to tap it a little? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get all this out.
I just put the 2 tablespoons of honey, and now we're gonna need 1 teaspoon of minced garlic.
Okay.
There we go. Next, we need 1/2 tablespoon of salt.
You do it over the sink. In case we don't want to spill it. Oops.
That was a little blooper there.
It's okay.
Ooh.
It happens. Ooh, thank goodness that didn't go in the...
Yeah, luckily,
In the
that's
bowl.
why I say to do it over the sink.
Yeah, that's why we did it over the sink.
And lastly, we need 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And you can add other spices too, which is what I saw, but these are all the spices I'm using.
Do you want to add any sazonador or whatever?
Oh no, that I did not see that. So.
Okay, so what are the spices?
I saw some ginger, basil, like some other stuff.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, looks interesting.
Which you can add too if you want, but... Alright, so now what we gotta do is really whisk this. Until it's nicely combined.
What's next after this?
Alright, so now we gotta dunk some, you could use chicken breast, chicken drumsticks, or chicken wings You could even use a whole chicken. I don't know how it would be possible to use a whole chicken, but that's what I heard from this recipe. But I'm using drumsticks.
Okay. We'll be back soon.
Yeah. All right, bud. So now it's time. I just poked some. This part is optional, but I poked some holes in the chicken just so it cooks a little better and the flavors can go in.
Yeah.
So now all we gotta do is just dunk it in there and coat it. There you go. Try to coat it as much as possible because this is just so delicious. After it's coated, you could put it in a 9x13 inch baking pan.
Okay.
Well, you would have to spray it first and then put it in.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Okay. We'll be back, buds.
All right, bud. So I've put them all in to coat, and now. And a good idea is to shake it around, and I'm gonna spray the pan now. I don't really need the sides because it's not a cake or anything.
Yeah. As long as the entire pan is coated.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna put them on the pan now?
Yeah. And
Okay.
you're gonna wanna heat your oven to 450 degrees.
So heat the oven.
I'll do it with my other hands.
Okay, you can heat the oven with your other hand. There you go.
There you go. Let me just set it to 450. All right. Now you just place the chicken on here on the pan.
You have a big pan, you could separate them.
Yeah. All right, the next thing we want to do, we want to put a thin layer. We actually want to pour in a thin layer of this.
Maybe what we can do is we can use like a ladle or something.
A ladle.
And then, drizzle it on.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea, huh?
Yeah, just a thin layer though, because we don't want to boil it.
Okay, we'll be back.
All right, bud. So we're gonna use a ladle to drizzle it on.
We're not gonna overdo it though.
To
right?
prevent overdoing it.
Right.
There you go. Maybe you could even spread it, just so we don't overdo it.
It should be even, right?
Yeah. Anyway, as long as it's like, on the bottom of the chicken.
Okay.
Like as long as like the chicken cooks in those nice juices.
Okay. Do you need to add any more or no? Wait, let's do this. Hold on. So you start from this side now.
Alright. Let's just add a bit more.
Just
a bit.
Just a bit.
Because I won't overdo.
Okay, that should be enough.
Let's just put it, on top.
Yeah.
And so it could cook in the bottom, but other than that.
Okay, so we're done with that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, this is good. This is pretty much a thin layer. So we have to, once the oven is preheated, we're gonna bake it for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And while we're baking it, we're actually gonna do the rice.
Sounds good. So,
And you could serve it with whatever you like. I'm just serving it with coconut rice.
Sounds good. We're gonna do that too. So now we're gonna just wait for the oven to preheat, right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back.
Mm-hmm. All right, bud. So the oven just went off. So now we're gonna put it in.
Okay. For how long is it?
About 30 minutes.
Okay. Looking good. What was the temperature?
And it was 450 for the
450.
temperature.
Okay, looks good. So
Alright,
now we're
in the
gonna do the
meantime,
chicken,
we're gonna-
right?
No, the rice in the meantime.
Sorry?
We're gonna start cooking the rice while that's...
Right, correct. That's what I meant. I didn't realize what I had said.
Alright, and I got this recipe from All Recipes. Alright. So we would need 1.5 cups of long grain rice.
Okay.
So we're gonna pause this to measure and because this is a big pack, so.
Okay. Looks good. We'll be back soon.
Alright, bud, so I have 1.5 cups of rice, which this part is optional, but I'm gonna rinse it. Cup is a little wet, so it'll stick if the cup is a little wet. So.
Okay.
But I pretty much got it. And you're gonna want to use a sifter for this, and cold water. And this is, some people like to do this to get the starch out.
Yeah, yeah. Of the rice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can kind of see under there, like the starch that's come out of the rice. You could even do some of this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so pretty much.
Alright, bud, so now I'm gonna put it in the pot before the water this time. This recipe just says to do it before the water, so. And I'm using a spoon in case it gets stuck, which it is a little. And I can smell the chicken cooking.
Yeah, it smells nice. Okay, so we pretty much got it, right?
Alright, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, next we need 14 ounces of coconut milk. Alright, so the cans are actually very close. They're 13.5 ounces, so. Yeah, just shake them.
This one's first, right?
Alright. Hang on. Alright, bud. So far I have 10 ounces. I'm going to put a little more in. 12 and... And we're going to need a little bit of this can again.
Shake it. You forgot to shake it.
Yeah. I shaked it up a little before, but just shake it again. Yeah, the shaking is to prevent like water, because sometimes it's like a little watery. This I'm just gonna let it come to the half cup mark, and then that would pretty much be 14. There we go. Alright, buds, I just finished putting the coconut milk in, so now I need 1 1/4 cups of water, which is 10 ounces. Alright. Now I need 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar. All right.
Is the fire supposed to be on now or not yet?
No, first we have to mix it and then turn it on
Okay.
to a medium-low heat. We actually can't turn it on too high.
Okay. Mix it with what?
With a wooden spoon.
Okay.
So we want to dissolve that sugar before we turn the heat on.
Okay, sounds good.
And something else that we have to do after we mix this is you actually, according to the recipe, you actually have to taste it for sweetness before you start cooking it.
Oh, okay.
Have to taste the liquid.
Okay.
The rice is too hard to taste, but just the liquid.
Okay. Is it mixed nicely?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I had the spoon here so I could taste it. This is like a tasting spoon.
I didn't see you. Oh well. How is it?
It's fine.
Okay. Give us a minute, Spuds.
Alright, bud, so now I'm gonna turn the heat onto a medium-low, which is pretty much a 4. Between a 4 and a 3. And this we just want it to simmer. We just want to, bring it to a simmer.
Okay.
And we want to also place a lid over it.
A what? A lid? Okay, but you don't have to mix it?
No.
Are you sure?
Because we already mixed it, so yeah.
Okay, so how long we're cooking this for?
Yeah, and this we want 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, bud, so it's been 15 minutes.
No, we actually added the other 5, remember?
And we tasted it, and it was still a bit hard, so we decided to add the other 5. So now I'm just going to turn it off and let it just rest with the heat off for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Which is what we're going to do now.
Okay.
Alright, bud, this part is optional, but to garnish the rice, you could actually toast up some coconut flakes, which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it on a frying pan. And yeah, you basically just want to do it till it's nice and brown and toasted looking. And you should spray the pan just so it doesn't stick. It's already starting to darken, like to look toasted like already.
Good.
And this is just garnish for the rice since it's coconut rice. But like I said before, you could use any side for the chicken. It doesn't have to be coconut rice. Or if you do the coconut rice, you don't have to do this garnish.
We're just doing it to make it look pretty.
Yeah, and I just did coconut rice because I wanted to try it, and it was with coconut lime chicken, and I'm just doing this to make it look nice, look pretty. And we actually do want to toast it for a garnish because if you do it raw, then you won't really be able to see it. So the only way you could actually see it is if you toast it.
And I also think that it would be too sweet if you do it raw.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Alright, but when it gets darker, we'll record some recording again.
Yeah.
And look, it's getting a lot more toasted.
Oh yeah, 1 second after we stopped, it actually starts looking nice and toasted.
Actually, that's so true. It just took a minute. Not even, like...
a second.
A second or so.
Oh yeah, this looks nice and toasted.
Okay. Alright, buds, we're gonna put that up on top of the rice to make it look pretty. And we're gonna set it up with the meat, and then we're gonna
show you the final results. But yeah, this is pretty much done.
Okay, alright. We'll see you soon, buds.
Alright, buds, so final results. And yeah, this looks so good. And yeah, before we end, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And yep, I have a playlist that I'm gonna leave I have a playlist link that I'm gonna leave in the description. I don't know if you know, but you may know that we're in the middle of a pandemic. So I have a playlist called Videos I Did During the COVID-19 Pandemic, and I'll leave that link in the description. But yeah, let me just have this because this looks so good.
I thought you were gonna take the rice first.
Oh no, the chicken's like the main star on this, so I'll take that first.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be sure to get the skin.
Okay.
So that's what the coating is. It's really nice. Now let's see the rice.
And that brown stuff on top of the rice is the shredded coconut, the toasted shredded coconut, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that we just cooked.
Also really nice.
Okay.
Alright, so peace out to Brooklyn till next video. I just want to say that you can, for better tasting on the chicken, you can marinate it for a few hours to overnight so you could taste the flavors better, which is what I should have done, but I didn't think of because the recipe I followed didn't say that. But yeah, you could do that just so it tastes better and you get the flavors more. So yeah, just wanted to say that. So peace out to Brooklyn for real.